JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 3 arrested, weapons recovered in St. Catherine North operation. Deputy Superintendent of Police in charge of the St. Catherine North Division, Paul Bernard, says the police will not relent in its efforts to curb crime in Spanish Town and its environs. This follows a joint police-military operation on Thursday morning that led to the discovery of 2 9mm pistols, several rounds of ammunition, and a ballistic vest. According to Bernard, the team was met with heavy, continuous gunfire in the vicinity of the tire warehouse, close to the Spanish Town bypass at approximately 5:20 a.m. Bernard said the lawmen subsequently returned fire. When the exchange quelled, 3 men were arrested, one of whom sustained injuries and had to be treated at hospital. The 2 guns were recovered in the bushes. The police say they'll continue their operation in the area as they are determined to disrupt ongoing violence in the area. There have been 3 murders since the start of the month, along with 3 shootings and a case of arson. We are still continuing our operation. We will not relent. We'll spend the whole day in this place because we need the rifles, and this may must stop, Bernard said. He stated that despite the criminal elements' access to guns, the police are resolute in the fight against crime for the long haul. We are trained persons. We don't matter the high-power rifles they have. We are in this for the long run. 2 high-powered guns seized, 4 arrested in Westmoreland. A team of officers assigned to the Westmoreland Police Division have arrested 4 men in connection with the siege of 2 guns, including an AK-47 in South Lamar in the parish. According to reports, lawmen were conducting an operation on Stella Lane at approximately 9:45 a.m. when they searched the premises occupied by the 4 men. In addition to the AK-47, a Benelli shotgun and a ballistic vest were also recovered. The men were subsequently taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. 2 Jamaicans being sought in TNT for cable theft. The police in Trinidad and Tobago are searching for 2 Jamaicans following an incident of theft that led to the death of 1 man on Saturday. Dylan Strawn, a 24-year-old laborer, was shot dead after he and other persons were allegedly caught stealing cables in Bank Village, which is located in southern Trinidad. Residents told police that they called on the group to cease their actions, but they were threatened. 1 individual reportedly secured a gun and shot at the group of thieves. Strawn and 2 others, aged 16 and 17, were shot and injured. The other suspects fled in a vehicle. Speaking with the Express newspaper on Wednesday, the police said they were looking for 2 Jamaican men and a Trinidadian in connection with the incident and a series of other thefts. The Jamaicans reportedly operate a car wash, while the 3rd man is said to be involved in the scrap iron trade. Gunshot victim names the alleged attacker before dying. A construction worker from Clarendon is now behind bars after he was named as the alleged shooter by a gunshot victim who later died in hospital. Melford Ellis, otherwise called Melly, of Rosehall in Clarendon, was arrested and charged with the murder of Cosmore Smith, otherwise called Pogeye, which occurred on April 26 in Sandy Bay in the parish. Ellis was also charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition, the police said. Reports from the police saw that about 6:30 a.m. Smith was walking in a section of Sandy Bay known as Gully when he was allegedly shot by Ellis. The police were summoned, and an injured Smith was taken to hospital, where he allegedly reported that Ellis was the person who had shot him. Smith died the following day, the police said. Ellis was later arrested and charged following an interview in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being arranged, the police said. Judge threatens to release murder accused. Yesterday in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, Chief Parish Judge Chester Crooks gave the prosecution until 1 p.m. today to complete its file against the murder accused, or said he will release him. Attorney Evan Evans made an oral plea of habeas corpus on behalf of his client, who has been in custody at the Halfway Tree Police Station lockup since March 26. A detective sergeant from the station informed the court that the file was not complete, as they are awaiting the investigating officer's statement to be added. The file cannot reach a court because, and this is in no way an insult, but Crown, if the file can't reach a court for want of an IO statement, then the bench can take the view then that the Crown's hands are tied and have to make an order that the man be released. I'm going to do that, because when does it stop? Seriously. And of course, what is going to happen next is that the media is going to run with it and say, "Judge releases man charged with murder," the judge said. Crooks reminded those present that persons on trial have a constitutional right to be brought before the court in a timely manner. So, If the powers that be drag their feet and the man is in custody for an unduly long time, that man can sue the state and win, no matter what he is guilty of, Crooks explained. Crooks said that he would make an order for the detainee to be released. When they get their act together, find him and bring him. This has to stop, the irate judge said. However, before he could endorse the order, the prosecution informed him that they'll have the files submitted to the court's registry and that the accused be placed before the courts today. We ask that you stay your hands, Your Honor, the prosecutor reasoned. Crooks then gave the prosecution the 1 p.m. deadline. The defendant must be placed before the court by the latest 1 p.m. tomorrow or released forthwith. It is a committal offense, so it should be placed before the committal court, the judge instructed. Cornwall Regional Hospital curtails outpatient services. Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James has curtailed outpatient services due to a shortage of medical supplies. Dr. Delroy Frey, clinical coordinator at the Western Regional Health Authority, says there's a shortage of tubes used to collect blood samples. We got a supply of 300 tubes in for the weekend, and my chief technologist told me that, Dr. Frey, this can only last for like 2 to 3 days. So what we had to do was to put some plans in place in order to ensure that the emergency aspect of the service is maintained, he said Thursday in an interview. Outpatient services are now limited to persons who require surgery and oncology care, while inpatients will be prioritized based on what blood tests are more urgently needed. In the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, Regional Director Errol Green says hospitals are resorted to borrow medical supplies from other health facilities to ensure operations can run smoothly. He said the shortage has not been impacting service delivery in the Southeast region. As at this point, it has had very little effect negatively on our services, because what we do is that we borrow from ourselves, and we go on the open market and wherever we can get it, we buy it. I'm not aware of any situation that would have had a negative outcome. We just manage the supplies that we have and communicate with our staff and our team members so that we can manage supplies that we have more efficiently, he asserted. Mother's Day and early birthday present in one. Overjoyed mom of 5 grateful for house. Coretta Hill, Clarendon mother of 5, Suzette Wilson, is filled with joy. Wilson is one of 3 recipients in this year's Boss Mom Network and Food for the Poor partnership, under which houses are built for needy mothers. She said she never thought this day would come. The joy in my heart just a overwhelm, just a flow like river. Thanks be to God. That's why I'm not looking back, she said. With Mother's Day coming this Sunday, and with her birthday being in early June, Wilson said the new home is 2 gifts all rolled into one. Last October, Wilson's story was highlighted in the Star as she shared her challenges living in a rundown shack and trying to take care of her children, ages 19, 16, 13, 8, and 1. Her 54-year-old spouse, Owen Brown, was unable to assist as he had been diagnosed with arthritis in both shoulders, while she struggled with back problems, which prevents her from doing labor-intensive work. Wilson said that her children have been singing and shouting for joy as they sat in the 2-bedroom house, which has a kitchen, bathroom, and a veranda. Her joy was multiplied when the team of sponsors turned up with a refrigerator, chest of drawers, and a dresser. Me never stop pray. Me give God thanks, and I thank everybody who come on board to make it happen. I thank the Star for highlighting my story, she gushed. She also extended gratitude as she said the children got well-needed shoes and clothes. Wilson's joy can only be topped by just one more thing, a television for her children to watch. Now that she has got the breakthrough she was so desperately seeking, Wilson is reaching out to mothers who are still awaiting theirs. Just like myself, continue to press on. God is going to open my way just like Him open my way for me. Continue praying to God. Continue to do a little selling. Find something to do until you get help, she said. 123 new COVID-19 cases, 2 more deaths. Jamaica on Wednesday reported 123 new cases of COVID-19, bringing the total number of confirmed cases reported on the island to 130,596. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also reported 2 more virus-related deaths. The death toll since the start of the pandemic now stands at 2,972. Of the newly reported cases, there were 74 females and 49 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 31, St. Anne 17, St. Elizabeth 1, Clarendon 7, Manchester 5, Portland 1, St. Catherine 26, St. James 19, St. Mary 1, St. Thomas 5, Trelawney 4, and Westmoreland 6. Meanwhile, the latest victims are a 99-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew, who died in January 2022, a 70-year-old female from St. James, who died in February 2022. The country also recorded 170 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 84,044. The positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 10.6%. There are 990 confirmed active cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.